Starting from the load game screen here to showcase a very handy feature that exists. Wherein, so you have over here like the grand list of all save files currently on hand, but it also, on a data level, it stamps all of your various save files that you have by what campaign they came from, and has in this handy quick list that appears off on the side the most recent save from each campaign that it can identify file. Glory to cloud saving, also supported. All of mine are local thus far, but if you want to cloud your space clouds, that's a choice. Anyway, glory to the high jam. So, previously, the Hejim set forth from their humble homeworld of Hakama, left their home waters and set off into the stars, wherein we've found many rude ancient things and many rude young things and many willing to put the rude things ahead of us over this strange alien concept of individual rights. I don't get it either, but there it is. However, the Jam have endured, we have grown, propagated, become strong, and we have taken custody several young primitive races who need to be shown a proper path, need to be prevented from falling prey to the shenanigans, proclivitous ways of our rivals. We will keep them safe, and they will keep us safe, and together we will maintain the power of the whole. We will float together or sink alone. Let's space. So yes, we have our handful of planets that we're working on, filling out some more colony-wise. We almost have a full set of core worlds, and a decent set at that. And we have located the
anomaly found. Debris
an anomaly just now. Yeah, that's a good risk rate. Poke it. Anyway, we have found the humans who live on this planet. Weird. They call it a dirt planet, but it's almost mostly water. They are in many ways moist of spirit, but seem to be kind of weighed down by delusions of dryness. We will lead them to a better cause. And over here, we have the Uruxo, who also understand the importance of unity, but are a little suspicious of new neighbors. Still, they are willing to accept our guidance as we lead them upward into the stars. They're terribly disloyal. We'll have to work on that. I'm considering, given that we have these rude, large ancients over here who would, for their own strange reasons, these ancient fungus would look down on any attempt to enslave or cut out, weakness from the whole in order to preserve its strength. I don't get it. These are very dry fungus. They have lost their ways. So I think since we're not going to be able to use these policies anyway without provoking the ire of the old ones over there, which we are nowhere near capable of taking on, I am going to go ahead and restrict hypothetically, our ability to do that. We can bring it back in 10 years if we find ourselves in need of it. Yeah, that should help smooth over a lot of diplomacy with our young wards. And meanwhile, over here in this other system, we have our third potential fosterling of the stars. We are presently observing and working on bringing up out of their young, early atomic age to lift up into the heavens and join us in space. These folks here, the Vool. Friendly fungus of our own, who share our values of commonality and openness. Our subject peoples also will potentially one day give us access to a wider spread of climates. Our bugs are native to tundra environments, the humans native to continental, and these folks, just to go ahead and remind, I was just looking at them, are also continental. So not an ideal, not maximum diversity among them, but it's a quite capable spread. Opens up a lot more options, especially if we manage to get our hands on terraforming resources. We can start sculpting various worlds in appropriate directions. Anyway, let the flow of time resume. We had, after getting a firm grip, after initiating our first two wards and getting a firm grip on our third, we were kind of settling into a bit of naval buildup in order to help deter the aggression of our neighbors. Baron can become it might take more than one step to turn. Well, Baron themselves, I don't think you can turn them into habitable. Let me just go look at one to check. Let's see, we got like yeah, you over there, this frozen, yeah. Things that aren't already in the habitability spectrum cannot be re-engineered by normal means into different environments. You can take one kind of inhabitable world and turn it into another. So for example, over here in this system we have this tropic and this... we have a continental in here, so I'm over there, yeah. So if we go over here, the button currently grayed out because we don't have the right technology for it, but once we do know how to conduct terrestrial sculpting, we'd be able to set up an orbital station and initiate a project to start trying to convert the planet like a step along the wheel in either direction. Former pirates. Seeking asylum. Let us bring them close. If they prove hazardous to the whole, we can cut them loose. We are champions of all peoples. There is a place for them if they are willing to fill it. So let's see. Really, you think you have decent relative power with your one planet and your one starbase against... Well, I suppose I only have 2 starbases of my own. Got to work on that. How about you guys? Let's look at your reasoning now. Relative power and xenophobia. Alright, so we're down to ideological differences, and we can overpower those with embassy efforts. Humans have vast reserves of hubris. Pirates are just kind of a thing that happens on the field.
System survey complete.
Oh, that event gave us a pair of ships. These exiled pirates who are returning from... Alright, let's see what's on these mystery pirates. Let's see, they are equipped with small mass drivers and armor plating. And warp drive. Interesting. Suppose we can have a place for them inside our Marshall Hole. They're a novelty, if nothing else. It's actually, do we know how mass drivers work? That might be the first projectile weapon we've ever been able to wrap our appendages around. Hearing direction, thrusters, bases, spaceports. Yeah, no projectile weapon. We don't know anything about guns. This is just absolutely fascinating. Tell us more of this A gun. Yeah, free ships are free ships. I mean, they're decently armed. They're tier 1 weapons and some defense systems, and I didn't have to pay for them. They are adding...
Research complete. System survey complete.
Alright, we have learned to map the genome. And hello, new climate type we could pick out. Although, how bad is Arctic for us? We learned to dispose of wolves, or Frontier Clinic seems interesting, especially if we do start branching out into less than ideal planets. And we could bust into either of our... Well, amoeba breeding should wait until we have larger ships. You need a relatively large chassis before you start seeing hangar equipment slots. And regenerative hull, we have a lot of progress on that from all the space monsters we've defeated. It's pretty useful. Let me just take a quick look around here. Tundra would be 20% habitable for us. That's pretty bad. That's not worth it. Yeah. Tundra colonization would not help us. That's barely livable. That's one to hold off on until we have other means. Wait, Arctic. Arctic, not Tundra. Oh yeah, Arctic is 60%. Okay, that's reasonable. We can work with Arctic. If we then later... Yeah, there's a lot of climate-type names that are synonyms for each other, but mean distinctly different things. That'll take a while to get internalized. I want to get more spaceports up and running, and more boats out of the ports I have.
Construction complete.
And let's see, how are things on the surface here? These folks are on the way to getting their 5th pop and finally escaping Shantyberg. Crystals over there. You should not chart that system right now, not as it is. Move on, and we'll have the military sweep in to clean up the gunk. Then you can examine the gunk and learn all sorts of things. Although, just having those pirate ships hasn't given us a design to recreate them. We don't innately know. Its ship getting harassed. At least it has its shields that'll probably let it survive a little bit of a punching. Alright, they got scratched, but they're alright. Oh, look at the tiny first human fleet. Look at their first boat. They made it all by themselves. What do they got? Missiles! Nuclear missiles, warp drive, chemical thrusters. Well, that's, yeah. Thrusters are a generic tech. One of our science officers has become an expert on psionics.
Construction
Interesting.
complete.
They're not on the research team now. They're one of our ship captains, but I could send them home and see if they could successfully draft psychic checks. It merits investigation. Anyway, do you guys have any ships yet? No. Well, not any combat ones. It looks like you've, managed to get some utility ships up and running for civilian stuff. I mean, we know about psychics. We found the psychic gators on, was it this? Was it Box, or was it somewhere else? I think it was Bach where we found the gators. Yeah, we've met a psychic thing. It's a known quantity. Reflects the rightness of unity. Oh, you're still in there? Do you want to leave that system before you get jabbed by crystals? Maybe scoot home and recover? These fleets to join up. And yeah, colony ship's done. Good. This is the one that's going to secure us the Ball of War system. Either... No, that's terrible. Yeah, the Gaia. It's a mediocre Gaia. It's small and a fixer-upper, but yeah, we can work with this. This will become strong. Get in there. Our energy grid is absolutely horrified at the thought of running 2 colony ships at once, and we'll try to relieve that suffering very quickly. Our grid not happy about sustaining that much stuff.
Anomaly anomaly found.
Free anomaly. Read up on it at your local library.
Colony established.
And Ox around the Star of Evolve, up and running. World of Opportunity. New free contact. The Mari League of Territories. Arrived by... Yes! Dome Parrot! Hello! More of this democracy against a galaxy full of alien horror. What a horrible universe we live in. Fortunately, it seems like, yeah, those are also way the hell out here, deep in dry space, so that's... It's unpleasant, but it's not surprising. It fits the trends as we understand them. The ways of space. Survey data from an old exploration ship. Alright, so the anomaly just gave us a bunch of information on the system. Recharting.
System survey complete.
Now I could probably profit from clearing those other NPC systems there. Keeping a bit of an insulating layer of monsters between me and the lizards might be prudent.
Research complete.
Alright, spaceport improvements, good. Dive in for further of those, pick up basic space forts, learn about nuclear missiles or nanocomposites. Overall, our research pace is still pretty bad right now. I haven't developed a lot of labs. That's because I've been digging in on the mineral front, and that is paying off. Yeah, we're in a naval buildup. Let's continue to improve our starports. We will need many strong vessels, able to work in harmony.
Construction complete.
Let's see, back on homeworld surface here. Yeah, there's more laboratory I could be making. Dig in on that. Over here, yeah, there's some possible lab space. You have energy deficit now, but a lot of that is temporary from getting Glugdur over here established. Glugdur. Another fine glugging world. Yep, you know what to do. Expedite them. Excurse over them. Also expedite them. Verb them! If there were anything you were capable of that we didn't want you to do, we wouldn't have put a button for it on your console. Don't worry about it. This is what we build systems for, so you have something to follow. Don't get weighed down by weird questions. You can just find your place in the design.
Construction complete.
So yes, I may as well take a look at the bubble parrots here. Yeah, xenophobic isolationists. They are pacifists, but also despise aliens.
Complete.
And live in an indirect democracy. They are just itching to defend themselves against the aggression they're damn sure that we're going to conduct against them any minute now. Paranoid, rude, but harmless. Mostly, probably. Getting these bases out should help with, yeah, they're pathetic compared to us, naturally. We have to work on becoming noticeably and overwhelmingly stronger than them. They are primitive creatures. This is the sort of thing they understand. We have to communicate with them on their level. The only way to get through their base instincts and help move them to a higher plane of reasoning. Guys, what are you waiting for? You're on... Oh, you're not on aggressive. Why aren't you on aggressive? Aggress! I guess that's getting reset every time I merge the fleets. That's inconvenient. Oh, humans, are you trying to fight the Void Clouds? Oh, good on you, humans. Best of luck. Lucky little humans and their 8 little missile boats. Go take on a small Void Cloud. See how they do. So void clouds are another creature that does energy damage. Most monsters deal energy damage. This will seem effective.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Accurate, certainly. Oh, they're trading well.
Situation log updated.
Our weird space
Hostile
children,
fleet
proving
engaged.
themselves capable. Spread your appendages. That's in jam space. Let's get that built up.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, since I went through that kind of splurge of building, there's going to be a lot of idle structures sitting around, and that warning of idle structures. I'm worried about it, though. Oh, wait, you could be anywhere else. You're mediocre, one food, one mineral tile. Because the nice orchards are infested with wolves that might need to become food
Hostile
producing.
fleet engaged. Situation log updated. System
Alright, very good. Oh, and there we go. The Vool have finished their initiation. They are prepared to enter the sky. Welcome to the stars. What you find here will not be easy to face, but you will not face it alone. We are here, together. Let's go ahead and ceremoniously disband the old frontier outpost. Enjoy your complimentary space infrastructure. Good friends of the Vool, a fellow despotic empire as the dry tongues keep trying to call harmonious unities. See, these guys respect us right out of the gate. They understand. Healthy shade of green.
Construction complete.
You can... I'm not sure if civilian access would let you try to settle colonies settle on planets inside of someone else's space. I don't think it would.
Construction complete.
Otherwise, settling on mutually usable planets within vassal space, we'll have to wait until I eventually just properly reintegrate them directly. This vassalage is a temporary agreement. In time, we will allow them to move forward with their with their lessons, become better immersed in the teachings of the whole. We now have 5 core worlds of decent quality. If we get 5 star bases around them, we can have a pretty good fleet cap and throughput of creating new boats. Idle, no, you're surveying, good. Orbigan. Now looks outward. Once we have multiple kinds of population integrated, we can manage them as normal, and then when you build a colony ship, it'll take a population type from the world where it was built, or if the planet in question is diverse, if we had more than one sort of pop on a planet and had them build a colony ship, you get to choose what sort of local flavor you would like to send on the boat into space. And so in doing that, you get to choose what populations you'd like to use to seed your new colonies. And when you have migration permitted to groups, they will try to drift towards more preferable systems, because that's where they'll be happier. If they settle on something unsuited to them, they'll be miserable and try to leave.
Debris analyzed. System survey complete.
And on the bright side, we're very close to the core of the galaxy, so only a bit more pushing this way, we're going to hit a gap and not have any expectation of rude contact from over there. Maybe.
Debris analyzed.
More and more regenerative hull. We've got to be close to just popping that on its own. We're getting it in 10% chunks off of each crystal we dissect. Can't be long now.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly. Debris around a gas giant. Sure.
Construction complete.
Give it a jab.
Construction complete.
Now that I have my influence back
complete.
from clearing off all those outposts, I could consider using outposts to instead, assert positioning out here. One or two would probably let me cover a lot of this space. I mean, if we happen to find any usable planets, we could just set ourselves up a little local sector, or try to encourage the humans to find new worlds, or likewise any of our other clients.
Debris analyzed.
As it stands, they have given us a way to already start hedging these fellows in. Dense layer of space debris around the gas giant. Extra minerals. A lot of small anomalies are just a chance to put a beneficial tag on the planet where you found them. Now, some interest, we do have an opportunity to possibly go assert control over a singularity. A lot of science in black holes. We could learn things from studying them. Possibly exotic things further down the line that are just regular ones. Sadly, it's one of the singularities that has a dry name. It's no Zoltar's Maw. Maybe once we get our appendages around it, we can give it our own, more fitting name.
Research complete. Debris analyzed.
Alright, there we go. We have indeed picked apart enough debris to just get regenerative hull tissue on its own. Just for free, so we have that now completed without any lab time needed. We're just able to reconstruct it. Now, we could take some of our... I'm thinking mostly utility vessels would benefit from it. I've got a power plant. And instead of shielding it, give it some hull regeneration. So the small versions are each 0.5% per month. So recover 1% of its health every month, which is not tactically relevant, especially on a small ship like this, but it means we save having to send it home for repairs after it gets roughed up. As long as it can escape a battle, which it often will since it has decent engines, it'll be able to just sulk off and go lick its wounds. Because of our small fighting ships, I think I would rather keep with shields and so forth. But for our utility stuff, for construction vessels... yeah, absolutely. And potentially, if we started building defense stations, I would put regenerative hulls on them as well. Colony ship, again, it doesn't stay in space long enough to merit defensive systems. I'll put better engines on them when they show up to help reduce the amount of time they spend burning down the power grid. Get you guys refit. And let's send another expedition out to poke some monsters. Every fight with crystals has been pretty lucrative in terms of science data. Although, as another side of the coin to what I had mentioned earlier, fighting these crystals before they get a chance to would mean cutting them off from some data. But then again, crystals aren't exactly rare. They're a very common space beast.
System survey complete.
You'll find crystals everywhere. You can barely, fall out of bed without landing in a pile of living crystals that spit energy beams at you.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
They are pesky space vermin. You have work to do. You want to harness that science. Now that we are caretakers of younger races, it's our responsibility to become and remain strong, so that we can guard them.
Research complete.
And there's Arctic
Construction
colonization.
complete.
I think Biotropical might be our other mediocre one. 20, desert. Tomb, Arctic. There's an example. Continental. Nope, tropical's terrible for us. Alright, so ignore that. Artificial moral codes. Reduce resettlement cost, which is something I haven't been doing much of yet, but... And buffs to slaves with an edict. Ah, damn. That would be useful if we didn't have Big Brother looking over our back all the time. Biolab, then, I guess.
Anomaly found.
We have found a something at this asteroid. Elaborate on that. Something is, and it is here. Now we could attempt a settlement. This little Arctic world here. Nick 4. It actually has improved habitability from atmospheric aphrodisiacs. Whoa. Cancelled out by weak magnetic field, though.
System survey complete.
The growth side of it works, just not the happiness. And it's a whole lot of glaciers. Shitloads of glaciers. Endless ice walls. It's a poor, sad world.
Hostile fleet engaged.
A fallen empire is fallen in that they are past their prime. In their prime, they were beyond gods. Now they're just gods. Bored, lazy gods. Hmm. 800 minerals in one big spike would be nice. On the other hand, what can we learn from this drill?
Situation log updated.
Project that requires a construction ship. Interesting. Where is that project? Right about this way somewhere.
Situation log updated.
this asteroid here. Let's go learn.
Hostile fleet
Hands-on
engaged.
learning. Practical knowledge. What? Why are you? I thought I told you, go scan the singularity. Or no, that you're on the other side, never mind. God Crosswire, that's in somebody else's queue. Alright, look over here. Finish off these planets.
Situation log updated.
Situation log is getting populated with debris.
Hostile fleet engaged.
As the fleet does its usual thing and tears up a bunch of little packs of crystals. Oh, you're our psychic expert.
Situation log updated.
Alright, I'd consider bringing you home. What next is in this category here? No, it's not a big deal. There will be other creatures better suited to going after that. Things like finding a scientist with a specific affinity are a way that you can, like, crowbar into a tech category you might not normally get on just raw ethics. Like, being very spiritual makes you likely to draft psionic technologies.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Alright, yes, these folks have done it. They are ready to administrate, just need to have an infrastructure project for cost reduction. And a month of saving and they'll be there. Upgraded and ready to mature. It's a nice compact little moon, but it's of excellent quality. Alright, head home for fixing. And we can use friendly star bases for repairs. We can
Research complete.
get servicing off of little vassal worlds.
Construction complete.
And there's Biolab on Winter, went quickly. Okay. Help mountains or hydroponics to hydroponics. We've been cruising on hydroponics 1 for quite a while, and better farming means faster growth on worlds that are getting started, and being able to more tightly urbanize worlds that we are already full up on. Like with next level hydroponics, I could probably skim Hathgama down to like running on 2 farms, freeing up a tile to become something else. And similarly, it would make sure that Gluggenjal here would end up capable of just subsisting off the 1 natural food tile and the capital, using the rest of their stuff for its own proper affinity. Other construction ship. Yeah, you're idle. You have more science to build. Presumably. I think their working is developed. They have an abundance of developments.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I've managed to create an abundance of infrastructure that we're waiting for our people to grow into.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
New anomaly? Energy readings? Sure. Not the Tomb World. Tell me more. Ruined cities. Bomb critters, wastelands, and a volcano. The driest worlds of all. Oh, that's information, but I was just going to remind myself what our folks here called. Yeah, that's a bunch of engineering points learned from just encountering some stray bullets flying through space. Tomb worlds are for terraforming, or if you have access to special pop types like robots that are resistant to bad climates, you can send them down there to live. They'll do fine. Yeah, the Vool here, they use wormholes. And let's go look at one of their abodes.
System survey complete.
Yeah. Wormholes and
Special project
cannons.
Complete.
We have gained the option to research deep core mining. Interesting. They use guns and wormholes. Folks have a navy yet, or are you just chilling out still? Your starbase should be able to tell us. Or perhaps your civilian ship? Right, they use warp. No sign of what kind of gun they've learned to wield. Where our other vassals evidence they don't necessarily inherit our weapon of choice. They have their own. They're just not choosing to wield it. We're done your job and can head on back into home space. I think it is, in some fringe cases, possible to break out of your initial FTL type. In which case you would gain whatever versatility, but then you'd also have to go through the process of teching up the new engine to get it up to an appropriate standard. Really, the better way to get access to other FTL utility would be through having friends who use different engine types, coordinating with them, which is hard to do with AIs. That's more of a human multiplayer thing, trying to work out crazy strats around different engine types. The humans are thinking well of us now. There we go. We've earned the loyalty of our subjects for the time being. Taking most of our embassies, but we haven't encountered anyone else who deserves an embassy yet.
Research complete.
Onyx. I don't think vassals count for purposes of trying to become a federation. Alright, let's learn to slay wolves. Where a federation is an advanced alliance form you can create after you have a group of, I think, either 4 or 5 empires agreeing with each other, and it changes up the rules for how they work. I don't think subjects interact with federating, though. Alright, we've started to scan that singularity. There's all kinds of engineering in there to be learned. Absolutely fascinating space hole. Nothing particular else about it yet, but it's only just gotten there. Where are those crystals I killed? Himlin, over here. Getting all these creatures properly processed is a pretty good thing for us since we can weaponize the remains. There's more options for the coming wars. Oh, hey, unidentified alien vessels. Unidentified neutrals. Oh, it's a space amoeba. Have I really never studied a space amoeba? Weird.
Research complete.
Where are you going, Space Amoeba?
System survey complete.
Advanced Space Amoeba, perhaps. Some sort of new breed. Step beyond amoeba. Yeah, as predicted, these food tiles are no longer necessary in order to sustain the place. So let's see. Yeah, this still has its underlying energy, so let's swap you out. More power. No, that's it. Get some physics pop. Alright, we're close to getting the red shard thrower for free. Point defense modules, we learned a bit about them. And drone laser. Up. Collector, improved physics lab 1, we should Our tech pace is bad. We need better labs on all fronts. Just fill that out. Now, back on the home world, I take, like, that
Science
farm and
ship
upgrade
under
it.
attack.
Right now there's a 2 food surplus. If I created even 1 more food elsewhere, I could shut down this farm, turn it into something else. Science vessel is being harassed by crystals. Sizable packs of crystals there. Stay safe, buddy. Man, we need an escape system that doesn't take a week to charge. Alright, back to Jaundice, which is Arctic, so we have a way to put a bit of a regular foothold into this space. Like, settle those 2 Arctics and make a sector out of them.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed.
Fine progress there.
Construction complete.
Close to learning all of the unique things we could
Construction
pick up from
complete.
crystals. Now I can take this, transform it completely into some other building. Like, we don't have Energy Hub, which is for both minerals and energy. There's a building that synergizes with the other production facilities that you have, generates a little bit on its own, and then gives a percentage boost to the rest of the planet. A good thing to combine in here, because the homeworld has plenty of energy. Do mineral processing. Yeah, and then when we shut down the other farm eventually, once that's obsoleted. We have everything we need.
Hostile fleet engaged.
These are much larger packs of crystals than we've fought in other occasions. They might manage to kill some ships before individually going down. Or maybe we've brought enough damage to start to tip the scales. Either way, we won't be able to do the whole system in one breath. We'll need a moment to... Yep, one ship
Situation
lost.
log updated.
Alright, head home. And recover. We'll have to do that one in phases. Further invest.
Construction complete. Research complete. Debris analyzed. Construction complete.
Alright, crystal capacitor's finished. We have digested enough dead crystal. New weapon. The red shark thrower. Radar blue lasers. Harder hitting, but shorter range. Also less accurate. It might be well suited to heavier weapon slots.
Research complete.
There, we learned to remove
System
dangerous
survey
wildlife. And
complete.
yes! Yeah, I will take a moment to glance at the others to kind of half pretend I'm confirming that I don't want to take them over unlocking alien pets, the best resource. Technology needed to identify the most adorable of indigenous wildlife so we can put them in zoos. In general. As xenophiles, that is something we gain access to. New communique. The Great Beldross Dominion. Depraved. More unpleasant things from out in dry space. That's part of the Suns League. Where are these new guys? Where are they? Mari. Those are ours. Oh, they're over. No, they're not the United Suns. Yeah, not the United. Yes. No, that's the business slugs. A brief pocket of civilized dampness beyond the edges of dry space. You guys. Texts. Beldross Dominion. Ooh. Oh, they're over here tucked in behind the other birds. Well, the birds. the other reptiles behind the birds. Are you intelligent agrarian desert preference? Alright, no, completely different. Once you start to see ideological differences and rebellions and other dry barbarism, you can get multiple countries emerging from a single species on the map. For a moment I thought they were that, but the visual comparison confirms that this is a different batch of folks. Maybe they uplifted some people. Following our example.
Debris analyzed. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Nice to see the Vool starting to get a grip on space. Our favorite sons. Did you get refit with your... No, you didn't. Actually, yeah, you're getting beat up as a convenient chance to go home and get your regenerative hull plates put on. Whereas I don't think this other ship, the other science ship, got a chance to do that either. Nope. Still unmodified.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed. Construction complete.
Yeah, let's try to put together a nice, hearty, 1,000-point fighting stack. That should help us land decisive blows on the crystals.
Construction complete.
The Vool! Insulting a Vool! Vool, stop this! This is petty. This is foolish. I weren't using one of my embassies to keep these guys friendly. They get unruly, we will have to go correct them. It is crude, but if it's what's necessary to make them understand.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
They want to jockey for position and challenge our supremacy over the mass, then they have to accept the consequences of that. Their challenge will be met and beaten down. Alright, science ship refit, now capable of growing back when harmed. Marvelous. Yeah, well, Beta Hydra has a void cloud. Humans gave it a solid shot. I wonder how well... It looked like they were doing well when I saw them last. You know, something that's probably going to make my vassals' lives easier as they get started up. Did you get maps when you awoke? You need maps, right? Did we forget to give you the maps? Here, have a map. Humans, you're probably wasting a whole lot of time rediscovering things that we already know about. Here, take a map. Yeah, even you guys, since clearly your juvenile actions are surely rooted in a lack of perspective as to the sheer vastness of the universe, your place in it, and the necessity of your place under us for your own protection. You are only safe among the whole. Also, just while I have it in mind, let me... So, details of this level 2 space station. 4K hull, 15 armor, no shield. +3 upkeep. And... speed, evasion. All armor, weapon damage. There's this level 1 station. Yeah, noticeably less health. And far fewer passive benefits. Alright. Let's upgrade lots of spaceports. Make them tough. I could also, like, at a glance. One's 394
System
military
survey
power.
complete.
There's the one over in Nivelle, also 394. Weird. When I look at hostile ones, I can get, like, their full normal ship equipment card.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Biolabs are there we go, now we have physics lab. And only the one kind of advanced laboratory, and it's the field of technology we're already kind of amazing in. Feel kind of what power hub, there you are. Grab you. Also on the deck there was the assist research ability, where idle science ships can latch onto a planet and contribute research points. It's a nice filler thing to have them do. We still have plenty of space to chart though, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, let's get some physics labs up and running. You have some natural physics tiles around. Alright, let's go for round 2 against those crystals. Cool. Construction ship, stay where you are. Well, we'll have to redirect them after they arrive then. Guess everyone's going on an expedition. You're not refit. Go get fixed. Learn to grow. Here's my chance to get the construction ship off of that and somewhere more useful. Got 5 influence to burn. Now finished surveying Stantadar. Don't know what their deal is yet. Anything could be there. Pose for some initial setup. Outpost Ziff? I don't think that'll... I do have planets I can work with there. I don't think it'll be too necessary. Do outposting, not until we know if there's anyone trying to contest the space. Alright, fleet. Alright, construction ship. Go... Bury home. I'm sorry, they keep getting tied up in these things.
Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright. 27
complete.
of ours against another...
Construction complete.
Triplet? Quartet? Quartet. 5 rubies in there.
Situation log updated.
And there's 2 swarms left, but they're close enough they'll probably work together if agitated. So we want to bring the largest pile of gun. Focus every beam we have.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Extremely thin atmosphere. Sand moves as though it were pushed by wind, right? Dry science. Perhaps we can finally crack the riddle of what makes dry tick. What makes a man go arid? We could invest in starting to dispose of wolves. Now that we know how, many planets have wolf problems that we should try to curtail.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Right, 8 is a bit much surplus food. You don't need that much. Run this power plant for a while.
Situation log updated.
Mysterious derelict vessel shoving its face into the sand. We could send a military force to go try and dislodge it and see what happens. Sure, the expedition can spare a moment while we're rallying support ships and continuing to build up numbers anyway, for peaceful clearing of dangerous animals from space. Thank you very much. Xenology, yes. Do we have any pets? Oh, we learned the Xenozoo, which is what uses our knowledge of pets. Yeah, propaganda broadcast, whatever. Zoos. I know where my priorities lie.
Construction complete.
So, on all of the worlds we have yet surveyed, doesn't look like there's many signs of
Construction complete.
adorable space dogs. Perhaps in the lands of the ancients? Outside of our hated dry enemies, any cuddly beasts there? Nothing. Business slugs? You got anything one could pet? We live in a terrible universe, devoid of anything that one could rest on your lap. Well, I suppose. One could lay comfortably on top of and sort of listen to it rumble. Seeing as these are just sort of, body and dangling appendages. Something you could float over and just kind of watch. Or perhaps rest on top of yourself. Yeah, a creature to wear, some sort of hat.
Situation log updated.
Just watch it confusedly shift about. Huh, a new first got the Pi aliens. What is your deal? Let's launch research. Regarding Pi. What are these Pi creatures?
Construction complete.
Yeah, the humans have built an outpost. Yeah, they've moved over to Rookbad. Need to exploit the minerals there. Our young wards are stretching their legs. Or whatever appropriate gestures they might perform with their strange bone anatomy. I mean, we built legs for, engineering use, architectural projects, synthetic legs. But nobody really knows what it feels like to have legs, not among the jam.
Construction complete.
Alright, we are aware of the math in civilization. More primitives. Possessing steam technology. Little early industrial creatures. Hell yes, we should observe. Where are they? Where are our fourth small friends to shepherd? Need to keep them safe. Contacts. Only the primitives. Where are they at? Mathians. Primitive feudal molluscoids. They are xenophile, militant, and spiritual. Interesting. Where are you folks? They are at Gnog. Down here on the southern edge. Something to do with my construction ships. And something to peg down that border. Alright, standard first contact procedures. Traits, yes, let's check traits. So they are agrarian, venerable, and tropic-oriented. Finally, a creature capable of surviving in the hellish jungle climb.
Special project complete.
Well, on the one hand, we'll never know what the mystery faceplant ship was, but what we do know is it's 1,500 minerals. It's pre-star bases. Ports for everyone.
Special
We already
project
have ports,
complete.
but communications with the Talaku Empire. First contact thereof. Authorized to bring greetings. Ask us to stay out of their affairs. Hello. That's spaceport upgrades and, let's say, a pair of colony ships to try for... Ethic drift has occurred on this planet. There's at least one Hijam here on... which no longer feels all that great about foreigners. Aliens are a contentious issue there. Are you... We already upgraded your capital building. Yours is now ready for refit. And yours is ready now. Good, let's get that settled. Make all of these proper cities. A fine investment of boat wreckage. And bring the fighting force back into position. Meet up at Yanda's. We still have a live admiral, yeah. Bugfin's running. Buffkin. Admiral Buffkin's running fine. Yeah, 2 colony ships intended to dive onto 2 Arctic worlds here, and then I will bundle that space into a sector. Oh, and there is one ocean over in this contended crystal system as well. Actually, if we free that up, that'll be the first planet we throw into the sector. And the Arctics will be peripheral to it. Get your acts together. Right, no, haven't picked up any new spaceport modules.
System survey complete.
I think this behavior is backwards. Reasonably sure, like, the smaller fleet should be trying to fuse into the big one, rather than having the large fleet approach the little guys.
Evading hostile fleet. Construction complete. Construction
Oh,
complete.
by the way, the fleet's fused now and
System survey complete.
functioning well. Go forth and destroy. Do not rest until every crystal is shattered.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Let the skies bleed rainbows for 1,000 years.
Incoming transmission.
Hello. The Akura would like to trade star charts. I never bothered to look at them in detail because their contact with them interrupted some. Sure, let's trade maps. So who are you? Hegemonistic imperialists. So they also have a hole, but it's a fighting hole, angry hole. Trade-wise, you folks are solitary, quick breeding, quick learning, and oceanic as well. Far to the south, towards the damper pole. Perhaps if we can make proper contact with them, we can find ourselves a proper peer and ally, a valiant defender. Valiant defender of community and moisture. Basic mass driver, advanced spaceport, Betharian power. Alright, that. Or I could go for. Well, that'll remain available because we have progress innately on it. I'm gonna pick up Betharian, where whether or not we get a payout from this is up in the air since it is reliant on a strategic resource, but Betharian stone's fairly common, and if we do find some, it creates. Each point of it lets us build a rather strong power plant. Or abundant energy.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Research complete.
And energy management. Good. Hubs will be helpful. Next level lasers. UV. Well, we are stressing power levels on current ships. Yeah, let's go in for it. We're about to move up to larger classes of vessel anyway. We can always scale down on defense methods if we want to create more of a glass laser cannon. Yeah, as predicted, the crystal fleets are working together. Not enough to overcome us, though.
Situation log updated.
Firmly have the upper hand.
Situation log updated.
And that's them dealt with. And we can finally get a research vessel in there and pry that system apart. Yes, with all of that in mind, we can get at third level spaceports and thus the next level of boat class overall. That will help us keep pace with the neighbors. You can now be clearly seen to be weaker than us. Yeah, the humans are well behaved. It's you guys, of all folks, the ones who understand us almost perfectly. Understand us imperfectly. Get your priorities reversed.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Signs of signals from inside a gas giant. Yeah. That's worth poking at. Listen in. See who's screaming. And our first new colony ship. Slip it in here just to make sure those folks don't get any idea. That's kind of a shitty planet, though. That's almost not worth the effort of settling. It's going to take ages before we know how to clear it. Jaundice 1A, similarly bad. Arctic worlds are bad. What we learn. We also have an Arctic here in this system where we already have other settlements, don't we? No, we don't. Yeah, that's glacier hell. But fairly large. Once we figure out how to melt a glacier, that'll be nice. We have these pleasant oceans, but that would start to run aground of system caps. I would need to do some drastic rearranging if I tried to like condense our core worlds to just fit in these couple of systems. Which I could eventually. Right, of them... Yeah, they're both similarly bad. The other one's not as bad. One colony ship will go here. Jaundice 1A. And this initial placement is not set in stone. You can, after the colony has matured a bit, demolish the core building and rebuild it on a different tile if you want.
Construction complete.
Right, not the colony ship. Remember your orders. Get in there. It is a little anemic, but I'm not really planning to keep it. I'm taking it to secure space. I'm going to immediately hand it off to a sector governor and ignore it for the rest of time. Someday, hypothetically, I could pick up terraforming technology and convert it into a proper ocean. The Pt.2, the fine colonial vessel. That one, we'll head there. Actually, with my science boat. First priority, survey the planet. We can get in there. Then pick apart the corpses. Then general surveying of the rest of the system.
Construction complete.
The Human Commonwealth are sending ambassadors. Good. They understand the importance of cooperation and communication. And results from that gas giant. Various readings of Capital 3. Pockets of radiation that could have been the result of bombardment. Yeah, let's try to isolate that signal. Why would we ignore such a lead? And, yeah, where... Shuttle... do the project, then resume the general survey of... That's a quite large system there. It has all kinds of bits. It'd be a real shame if all of those were empty. Okay, we have a scan of the ocean world. Let's take a look. Size 23, nice. Kind of clogged with toxic kelp, but good tile layout overall. Yeah, we can make planetfall and really get some business done here. This will be the proper center of this new sector. This is the pleasant place to live, and then there are the other shitholes that you have to commute to for reasons. Flop that down there. And together those should stake us out this cluster of systems. Initiating violence against the kelp would have been very practical indeed, as we are ocean people, and kelp is well known to us, our ancient ancestral enemy. I will leave this open as an option for our bug vassal to notice and go after. Desert's close to what they live on. Well, not quite. No, desert's close to tundra. Closer than it is to us. But there's our new jam outpost. Wait, hold on. Did you... Purple. Have we always been purple, and it's just because now we're in a more orange part of space we finally notice? Well, yeah, I suppose we're more purple than blue. Yeah, that's just different backing color. Alright. So, let us begin to observe.
Construction complete.
Yeah, the worst map color weirdness is when you have bits of a foreign border that are outside of your explored space, so they just kind of become gray, indistinguishable from each other. That's odd to look at. The foreign blob. Like these folks can almost get by filling it up on just the one farm tile without starving. It'll be rough. They're borderline. Oh wait, that was an energy expenditure at a time of tight energy budgets. Let me go back there and cancel that plan removal. We gotta keep the liquid assets around for a bit.
Special
We'll get to it
project
later.
complete.
And isolated that weak signal from deep inside the atmosphere. Country event. We are communicating with gas creatures. We have plenty of gas giants around. Have we found the wet gas? How humid are these creatures? As curious as I am for all the other flavor I think I'm willing to just say yes.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, let's create a project. Now we know of a new home they want to move to. They are. Well, let me get that highlighted. They are here and would like to migrate there. How can I do that? Skill 3 science ship. Yeah, let's go right there and see what's up. And there's a Gaia planet out here. We could create another sector out on this area with the Gaia as like a proper place to settle, and again, another couple of supporting Arctic shitholes. The flavor is probably all very interesting, and I kind of regret not poking it. I didn't want to risk accidentally derailing the chance to move these interesting gas people. Alright, jaundice now is starting to exist. Colony of Glugmem.
Debris analyzed.
These new colonies won't start counting against our limits until we actually finish developing them and getting them set up. They remain work in progress. Hypothetical colony. Colony of concept. Now that I have one level 3 shipyard, I should have... Yes, a destroyer design auto-generated. That's garbage, because it's just all of our baseline tech. But I can work with this. I can turn it blue. And let's see, I'm not feeling the large weapon. 2 smalls and a medium, though. Now you're talking. And let's see... No. Medium power supply. All power supplies and medium hull tissue. Medium shield. Small hull tissue. Medium shield, small hull tissue. The Jenga. The Tetris. The puzzle of ship design. This is with the best reactors I have currently, but... Well, no, I'm working on an even more expensive laser. Well, as a stopgap, I could always just leave out one of these shield points. Upgrade this to a fission reactor. And stick in more regenerating tissue. That's a starter. We can lay down the first of those. Grow mighty. Let me just for paranoia's sake and for the... Oh, these have been working with level 1 warp drives. That's terrible. Let's get you augmented. Which means idle vessels can go get refits, or wait, no, not you. You just arrived at your very important mission site. You have to save the gas bags.
Incoming transmission.
Sure, let's trade maps. That's a peaceful coexistence kind of thing.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we're getting kind of rolling blackouts in the home territory, but
Debris
that is...
analyzed.
That is quite firmly a side effect of the colonies. Once they're in place, the jam will flow. Yeah, we have our observation post. Added a while ago. Yes, there we go. We are observing. Once the blackouts are over, we will start enlightening.
Construction complete.
Our first, slightly larger boat. Worth more than twice the combat power of our previous model. Just a few more months of brandishing lights at this orb. We'll save those gas
upgraded.
bags.
Construction complete.
I suppose it's a bit presumptuous to assert that there is necessarily any bag element to their anatomy. Perhaps they have achieved a state that is more as one with the fluid. Alright, now that we know what power hubs are, deploy one of those on the home planet. Probably in place of this mineral processing plant, yeah. Swap that out. Athgama is a much better energy supplier than it is a mining outpost. No, I got all fired up to throw a big fleet at what is actually a smaller group of crystal beasts. Less dangerous. Kinda hit peak crystal during that last series of engagements. Alright, let's hail our new gas friends. You didn't even ask our name. Maybe we didn't properly introduce. We got off on the wrong appendage. We are Jam. Well, good luck. Easily confused gas friends. You will live on as a small research bonus on a particular gas orb. Best of luck. Bunch of racist gas bags.
Situation log updated.
They called us solid.
Situation log updated.
Disgusting. Crystal fights are going well. Oh hey! The Vool have come along. They want a piece of the action. Nice of you to join, Vool.
Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
See, look what happens when we join and move together as a whole.
Situation log updated.
Alright, head home for upgrades. You gotta get your better warp drives in
Ships
line.
upgraded. Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Grid pattern covering the planet. That is interesting. Giant grid, you say, over this amazing Gaia world. Oh, look at this Gaia world. That's... Fuck. This Gaia. Got some wild weather. Across its perfect grid-like surface.
System survey complete.
The energy deficit causes a bunch of production penalties across the board until it gets sorted out. Which it nearly has, so that's all well and good now.
Research complete.
You need an upgrade. Running on old warp drives. Research the zoo, finally. Zoo, new friend. Alright, mountain removal, naval capacity boost. Artificial moral codes. Let us learn to crush mountains. There's lots of mountains in our way. More parts of planets should be very close to sea level. Ideally at or below. Okay, our captain gets some bunch of experience, now is good at world-related technology, and we've... Alright, it doesn't appear to be holy, we've just confirmed that this planet is a product of, okay, there's no way you don't get tenure now. You're 81. You have these amazing I gotta get you home and make use of you immediately. This rando is captain of the boat now. Have fun. Just teleport you right back. You have a cushy research position. You need to get back here and write a book and choose a successor and rest comfortably atop an academic mass, guiding it towards knowledge. You've earned it.
Construction complete.
Once a fair set of them are built, perhaps we should test our new vessels in the line of battle. We'll go see if that void cloud even still exists, because I really thought it would be dead by now, but who knows, maybe the humans weren't able to deal with it. What are you doing in that random backwater? Run the power plant. There, deficit solved.
Construction complete.
Yeah, energy shortages are also holding up the colony process. They're not being fed the energy that they need in order to properly complete their maturation and emerge from their chrysalis. I'll try to tap as many orbital power supplies as I can.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
Man, this is stuff we charted way back in the early days, and no one's come to claim it. Raw, untapped potential. Alright, new power hub is up, so that's greatly improving energy output from the home world. Budget, do I have... Yes, capacity overload. Spend some influence to pull some strings and get more energy out of the home grid.
Construction complete.
That'll help keep things going.
Colony established.
Okay, new colony. And with it, so the penalties for going over your colony limit are to energy and influence. So it's not absolutely critical if you go over limit for a little bit. It's not the end of the world. You can spend a while being a little overburdened if you just want to tailor your new world and get it set up. Which, not really, not for that. That's kind of a garbage pit. We're going to go ahead and create our new sector right away, just so we can waive all responsibility for that hit. These worlds here. I could go ahead and paint this in advance while it's getting set up. Yeah, that makes the whole process not my problem. Very good. These now all constitute a sector. And if our border pressure eventually brings these together, no, I'll keep the rando bits in between there. Possibly attach that one Arctic world. It has been long enough. Maybe I could have started attempting to integrate. Yes. I could start direct integration of our subjects, but I'd probably be promptly turning them back into sector space anyway. There'd be some turnover there. Anyway, so I've now created a sector. Those couple of objects, rather than being on my main planet list, are now grouped together into this thing. Where I can attach a singular governor to it. And all portions of it will receive the appropriate benefits. Just take the youngest since they all have the same traits. There you go. That governor oversees them. You set a vague priority you would like the governor to follow, like the industry, military, finance. Set an amount of their surplus income you'd like to tax. Go directly into national coffers, and then anything else they have sitting around they will spend on developing their own territory. Apparently, as of right now, very close to release, the AI for managing the internal affairs of sectors is kind of stupid and not even remotely competent at making use of the resources it has. So they're never going to be even close to efficient in the current state of the game. Ideally, a bit more so in later states once they get things cleaned up. But even then, the point of them is that you're getting diminishing returns as you scale up your empire. You have to hand off more control and, you know, gotta disperse and decentralize as you get huge. Anomaly. Precursor evidence on inhospitable rock? Yes, do it. There's a fine basis here, it's just not good at, like, micromanaging tiles or deciding things, speaking of. Allow them to change developments, but tell them to respect the natural affinities of the tiles they're working on. And just to be sure that colony
Evading
gets
hostile fleet.
done. Well, I don't have a lot of energy right now, but I can just stimulate activity inside of sector space. You can just throw piles of material into them. Anyway, now that that's over, I can start working on uplifting Rogena. Rogena, home of the Mathins. Integrating nerds would free ambassadors up. A youth listening post. You
Situation
could perhaps
log
skim
updated.
astronomical data. Oh, and you guys noticed this world. We're now attempting to work with it. Good. Alright, let us integrate the humans. It is time to make you
System
whole.
survey complete. Anomaly found.
Fewer embassies spent keeping our subjects ruly will be nice. Barium power plant. And we are aware of some Betharian stone. Good. Training facility, defense platform, plasma thruster. Yeah, get that last advanced lab. We've been really behind on a lot of basic tech stuff. Kind of moving forward on positioning and development. Economy. Alright, good. The upgrading is underway. Price has been paid to refit all those tiny warp drives.
Colony established.
Good. That is now in place. Best of luck in growing numerous. And we have closed that gap. Good. That's the idle science ship is floating near the home country. You're just chilling out in Rookbat. So, go pick apart all this debris we have left over from fight. Somewhere we had fight remnants. Let's. No, they're in Nimbus. Nimbus, which also never got a proper scanning. Scan the hell out of Nimbus. Right, so we have Betharian stone from somewhere. Oh yeah, over here in Finnick. Strange metal box. Aerosol device dispersing trace in specific amounts of substances.
Situation log
Suspecting it is some
updated.
sort of scent-based information storage unit. Some sort of ancient stench cube. Yeah, we'll just throw this sector a bunch of startup cash. Let them get going. And we can see right away they're putting it to use. Farms. And while we can only exercise indirect control over the planets in a sector, we can intervene directly to build star bases, and when there are star bases, we have full control over those and use them to build vessels as we please.
Research complete.
Why, hello there, important technology. That's also handy, but it's relatively small and generic. But yeah, terraforming stations. Yes, let's go for that. Terraforming is a very expensive and intense process, but if you can secure the necessary materials, you can go about flipping whole climates over into different states, and that's great. Take a bunch of borderline planets and make them reasonably habitable to someone. Turn all of these red into yellow, and then eventually green. March of progress.
Construction complete.
Buffkin is no more. Farewell, noble space captain Buffkin. You studied many a whale. Woodcraft expert, sure.
Anomaly found.
Oh, hey. Hey. Fairy games have always been relatively rude about there existing the possibility that an event will spawn frames after you've clicked something unrelated and then you end up clicking through the event that you did not intend to. Anomaly found. Hello. Show me where. Percent risk. A typical gas giant. Yeah, give it a look. And where was the olfactory cube nestled? That is over here. We're here in the Cradle. So home of the listening race. So what is the more skilled of our, obviously the older one, Candag. No, not even skilled enough. Yeah, you got a ways to go, Candag. The Empress is dead. Long live the Empress. Hail, Sungam the First. Mystery world, not actually a mystery. Very well. Sometimes the greatest thing you can discover is that you were wrong. That you can disprove. That's valuable information. Find that there was nothing there to find at all.
Debris analyzed.
And a new crown princess is announced. Mulligreb. Interested in exploration and carries on the proud tradition of preaching fertility. Be strong, we must be many. I think I'm ready for my next big expense to make a gambit of throwing more colony ships deep into the void. Go snag that Gaia. I'll just do it one at a time to avoid another energy crisis. Yeah, just one out to snag the Gaia. Once they have it, a second follow-up to snag this Arctic here. Then we'll have ourselves a sector. Want to use that Gaia, want to deny that Gaia to my enemies. Next year, it happens. Oh, there's more Betharian over here in Zith. Marvelous. Oh yes, if I'm able to start integrating, then I can start depositing full, proper, healthy colonies on all manner of other environment types. Let's see, I have continent covered twice. Have tundra. Tundra. That will soon have tropic.
System survey complete.
Oh, these guys are also finally extending their reach to
Ships
harness more
upgraded.
material.
Construction complete.
Very good. And the excursion is ready to go. Reunify the fleet. They will all head south and poke that void cloud, initiating a campaign of monster management along the south border. Allied Zulukako. Zulukako? The wealthy elite seeking new trading partners. Hello. Where are you? Down here. Towards the damp side of things. Aesthetic neutral, erudite explorers. There. A little collectivist, a little xenophile, and a little materialist. Well, plutocratic oligarchy. Communal natural engineers. Yes! This is the damp pole of the universe where good, moist people live. Would initiate integration of the bugs now. Or no, I can't. I can only be integrating one subject at a time. Gotta finish the humans, then we can start the process again. That's another couple of years to go.
System survey complete. Debris analyzed.
Okay, visual confirmation that the humans did in fact defeat the Void Cloud. Weird that we had that residual notification about it. Good riddance. They're fighting someone, somewhere. It's not my problem.
Research complete.
Right, this world is very slightly not sustainable in its current arrangement. Tragic. Have to do some farm subsidies, that'll cover the gap. A temporary measure, but it'll keep them afloat for a while. More bigger spaceports, Aurelium plants. Prove explosives, which we're not using. Or yeah, let's go in for Mining Network 3. cash in on that progress we earned. Alright. Base fleet. Let's go beat up some miscellanea. This station this system absolutely infested with ancient mining hardware. Probe substantially. All due probing authorized. Probe at will. Let no probe be spared.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright, the old mining brawl begins. Let us ruin all these ancient science gizmos.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Do not worry, Canned Egg. You probed as good as you could. Only so much probing one jam can do. Never bear the blame alone. We are all here together. Over here. I missed. Hit the wrong system. This fabulous Gaia. Look at this beautiful planet. This is the only tile on it that doesn't have an innate resource. And now it will be ours.
Hostile fleet engaged.
The grid world.
Hostile fleet engaged.
The immaculately manicured lawn of some ancient space civilization. Slow cooked to perfection by master artisan terraformers.
Situation log updated.
We are gonna get so much mining robot related tech out of this. We'll know everything there is. We've used every part of the drone.
Updated. Research complete. Hostile
And research on
fleet
UV
engaged.
laser. Distance, point defense, drone
Hostile
laser.
fleet engaged.
Speed, X-ray laser. General purpose research speed, that's a cheap
Situation
one that we may as well
updated.
cash in on. That will help everything else we're doing, and the rest of the draft picks were kind of bad. For the current situation.
Situation log updated.
A new weapon class is not great until I can get power generation to catch up so that I can sustain attacks with it.
Hostile fleet engaged. Construction complete. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Anomaly found. Situation log updated.
Anomaly found. Movement patterns in dead tropical undergrowth. Alright. Give it a scan.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Gonna take a while to dissect all that. It is an extensive pile of things to consume.
Situation log updated.
So very much debris to harvest.
Hostile fleet engaged.
The Nimkip. Tiny, colorful life forms. Finally, we found pets! Here! Oh no, where did that happen? Where's Messiah's boat? Somewhere on one of these horrible worlds. Finally located pet-like
Debris
organisms.
analyzed. Situation log updated.
Yes, there they are. Here in the depths of this jungle. We must tame the jungle so that we can finally claim the pets. That's the problem. The best pets are tiny. There's no way they'd be visible from space. Finally trained some nice swamp dog.
Situation log updated.
Tentative encounter with Tau aliens. Small human fleet stopping by to visit. I think we have enough stuff going on at this point that I'm going to throw another science ship on the pile. Step up to 3.
Hostile fleet engaged.
It is happening. Soon, Grid World will be ours.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Weird asteroid. Yes, do investigate more closely. What is your deal? So where's the olfactory object?
Situation log
Right, back here.
updated.
It's in your queue.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed.
Well, the large ships would be able to recover, but it's sitting in space. The small ones still need to go home and get worked on. Eventually, we'll gradually phase them out of the fleet. For now, their raw numbers are important. Remove them would diminish the whole. Fossils in asteroids. Nice burst of bioresearch. An at least partly wet world, torn apart by this cruel, dry universe we inhabit. Impultov here, this is a nice looking system. We will soon have someone who lives in jungles. You are the key to everything. You poor, simple young people, you Mathans. You will deliver unto us the promise of space pets. And new science vessel, freshly minted. Ready for action. Beesh. Inhabited world of Beesh. Or at least space station near world. But, suppose that's the Tau aliens that we recently got to the we got to that point of interest not a moment too soon. Space pets are used to sustain the alien zoo building, which boosts happiness on the planet it gets built on. They're not like 40k Tau. It's part of the process. Whenever you make contact with a new group that you haven't yet opened communication with and identified, they just get a Greek letter slapped on them in accordance with the order they have been received. Starting to see more little signs of traces of life. Traces of organized habitation. Friendly species. The hell is this? Finish your survey and we'll piece together what's going on.
Debris analyzed.
Rally the new ships around Sol.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, for the first time in ages, we will soon hit our boat limit. Which just means we need to raise our boat limit. Get new star bases on new worlds. We've learned of the Bessidons. More early space. Yes, good. Finding all of these primitive people before they have a chance to develop preconceptions about moisture and aridity. When they still have a chance to be preserved and incorporated. Show me the Bessidons. Where are they? These collectivist pacifists. Yes. Good day. Hello. I found you. Oh, that's what that mystery contact was in Beach. Okay. I need to rush a construction ship out there post-haste. Might even fall into my borders just off that Gaia world. No sense taking risks, though. I want to peg down that frontier.
Debris analyzed.
Colony's nearly ready. And let's see, they are tundra natives. From a fairly terrible planet. Real fixer-upper.
Research complete.
Good for admin AI. Self-aware logic would increase our research alternatives. Solar panel network is a decent all-rounder. Yeah, energy keeps being a persistent problem. I may as well get a reliable supplier of voltage. Precious volt bucks.
Debris analyzed. Colony established.
Alright, the new colony lives. and shall be promptly shoved into a brand new sector. Congratulations. We'll be engulfing various minor bits around you as you mature, as to be expected. I don't want to give them Beige itself, though, because then we would lose control of the observation post we're going to set up there. It would be under the command of the sector governor, who we could not trust to do anything of interest with them. Benefit from the passive stuff.
Anomaly found.
Strange mountain formations. Yes, good. Research away.
Research complete.
And finally, terrestrial sculpting. With that, we could gain the ability to try to settle tomb worlds, of which we have a couple. And expand our terraforming capabilities. Compared to propaganda broadcasts or central command, that seems like, and we're still not at big enough boats for the flagellate emitter. So yeah, let's learn to manipulate atmospheres to make them damp. So yeah, hopefully, let's see who we have. We have 2 units of terraforming gas inside of our territory. As we currently exploit. And there's some liquid nearby. And a little more over here. Okay, so we have 2 gas and 2 liquid inside our sphere of influence, so we will be able to run terraforming projects. So for example, let me dive over here to our terrible frozen world of Glugman. So now that we know how one could go about climate engineering, we can, if we first have a construction ship, wander over here and set up a terraforming outpost. We can then, using a huge burst of energy and the appropriate materials, adjust it into a slightly different planet. In this case, we can convert Arctics into oceans, making them wonderful. So all those horrible chilly orbs can be thawed out into pleasant seascapes. It costs a lot of resources and time, but it can now happen. We can slowly sculpt all of these into being better worlds. Much as we can take a moment to reflect on how far we've gone, how each of our dear wards has begun to flourish under our protection and become permeable to being brought closer and properly integrated into the whole, as we continue to locate yet more candidates to yet more, frail, helpless things that we must step out to shield and engulf protectively to preserve the moisture of the inner galaxy against the cruel aridity of the outer ring. As we endeavor to move forward, making the universe a safer, more harmonious, and ultimately much wetter place. Glory to the High Jam. Long may we drift on the endless seas.